Hello. In this tutorial, we will be demonstrating some simple navigation of the Tyler Technologies New World ERP New Inspection software. Our goal here is to familiarize you with some of the basic screens and terminology used within the module. Let's begin with inspection maintenance. This is where all the maintenance options of new inspections can be managed. This area, of course, is generally used by administrators to build out the features of new inspections. To access this screen, I'll go to Maintenance, Community Development, Inspections. Here you can see a list of the items that can be maintained in the new software. We will describe how to manage these items in subsequent videos. For now, we simply want to familiarize you with the maintenance area. You can see over here on the left, we offer a number of options for the setup of inspections. Next, I'd like to share the actual end user interface for new inspections. We'll navigate to Community Development, Inspections, and here you can see that we offer 4 different options here under Inspections. The first 3, Inspection List Search, Inspection Scheduler, and Inspection Planner, are 3 unique views that allow the end users to manage their inspections in different ways. We'll visit each of these areas momentarily. Inspection Billing Batch is a feature that's used with our citation billing functionality, and this will be discussed in a separate tutorial. Let's start in the Inspection List Search view. I'd like to briefly discuss some of the unique features that you can see here in the Inspection List Search view. This view offers end users the ability to use Elasticsearch functionality to find inspections based on the specific search criteria. And then from here, a number of actions can be taken on the inspections found as a result of their search. So I'd like to start here by discussing our shortcut links. These represent the 3 views that can be found here in our Community Development menu: List Search, Scheduler, and Planner. So these shortcuts have been put in place so that if you need to bounce between the 3, depending on what type of work you're doing on your inspections, you can get to each of these views quickly and easily. Again, right now we're in the List Search view. Let's talk a little bit about the keyword search. This search field allows users to search on items like addresses and then pair that detail with date ranges and other search criteria seen below here to find inspections in this area that they might need to work on. Now, this search field exclusively looks for inspections, and the results of those searches will be shown here in the middle of the page. So for example, if I were to type in a partial address, click enter or search, based on my date range and the criteria you see below, the system found 1 inspection. And it was looking for a scheduled inspection here that was scheduled within this date range at this address. Let's talk about date range. The date range is a very versatile date range option, and I'll talk to a number of the features within it. If you'd like to use today's date for your beginning date, you can simply click on this Today button. Or you can click on the calendar, scroll through the months of the year to select any date of your choosing. And then the same thing can be done, of course, with your end date. You can click Today or on the calendar to pick a unique date. We also offer some quick date options that allow you to select unique date ranges a little bit more quickly and easily. Perhaps you want to search the entire system, not utilize dates for your search. You can just click Clear Date and that'll take them out. Maybe you want no start date but an end date, or no end date and a start date. We offer no start and no end buttons. And then, of course, we can manage the weekly and monthly views in the recent past with 1 click. So if I want to see this month in my search criteria, I can click this month and it will give me the first day to the end day of the current month. Link to. This represents the actual parents of the inspections. So our parents include permits, code enforcement cases, they can be licensing inspections, recurring business inspections, and now a new feature called Location, which allows us to link an inspection directly to an address without actually having a unique parent on board. So those are great for those courtesy inspections that you may be doing on a property prior to, say, a permit being pulled or some other entity being added to that particular property. Status, you'll notice that we have 6 options for statuses now. Created would represent inspections that were created on a parent in the back office. So if you selected inspections during the creation of a permit, for example, those would go into created status, and those would be waiting simply to be scheduled. Requested, this is a status that will represent inspections requested from our eSuite module. So let's say you're using the ePermits module and your contractors and owner builders have the ability to request inspections from home or their office. These requested inspections will strictly be from eSuite. So we're going to separate inspections created by the users in the back office from those that are requested by the contractors or owner builders. If inspections are scheduled, it's represented by this status. Any inspections that have already been resulted, pass, fail, or conditional pass, will be represented by the resulted status. Any scheduled inspections whose appointments have been canceled will be represented by this status. And then past due inspections, which is a neat status that allows managers to go in and see why inspections that were scheduled in the past have not been resulted yet. So you can get a quick look at any past due inspections that may be in queue. Trades is a new feature in new inspections that allow us to separate certain inspection types and inspectors by trade. And typically this is done by department or area of expertise. We can use trades that we create to separate our search criteria. And then we can select any of the inspectors that are in the system if we want to pull up a particular inspector's day. For example, all the inspections that were scheduled for a unique inspector, we can just click on an inspector box and we'll see those inspections for just that individual. So this is great for inspectors that are coming into the back office after a long work day to do their inspection. Next, I'd like to talk about the inspection cards. So once the search criteria are selected and the search button pushed, these will be the results of the search that you found, and we call these inspection cards. And on the inspection card, you're going to see the address where the inspections is taking place or took place. Here we have a link to the parent. So instead of having to go to the menu and look up any, for example, permit details in this case, you can just click on this link and a window will open and you can look at all the permit details without actually having to go through the community development menu to find that permit. We offer alerts. So if there is a unique alert on this permit or parent, we can see exactly what that alert is, represented by the red dot. The number inside the red dot represents how many alerts there are. Here you can see the type of inspection and the inspector. Over here you have the status, the date, whether it's an anytime, an AM, a PM, or if it's actually been scheduled for a specific time, that will show up here. And then down here we have the inspection link, the inspection number link to the inspection details screen, which will allow the end users to result the inspections, put in notes and things like that. How we use the inspection details screen will be discussed in a subsequent video. And over here on the right, we've got our blue menu links, and these allow us to take actions based on the selection of the inspection cards here in the middle. So for example, I have a scheduled inspection here. If I wanted to reschedule it, I could click on this scheduled box and reschedule. I could actually come in here and do a quick pass on that inspection. I could cancel the appointment, remove it from the parent permanently, and just the parent in question here. Now we also have a create button that doesn't really have anything to do with the inspections found here in the middle, but by pushing this button it would allow me to go in and create an inspection from scratch, provided I know the parent details of that inspection. A global search field is offered in the upper right corner. Use this field to perform an application-wide search of the community development product for any of the following. There's a long list of things you can actually search for here. Permit number, permit type, license number, license type, employee name, inspector number. You can look for contractors, addresses, parcel numbers, basically anything you can find in the system. Now, the search results will contain links to the permits, cases, licenses, businesses, or locations that contain the keyword phrase or number that was typed in the field. Results are sorted according to the search engine formula to calculate relevance. If inspections are associated with any of these items, links to the inspections will be provided as well. So for example, I could come in here and I could type in the word trade, and it's going to find names of businesses, permits and licenses that may be attached to those businesses. By clicking here, now I'm able to find a business called Trade Solutions, and rather than using my menu, I can click on that link and it will take me right to that business. I could type in, say, a permit number. If I find my permit here, it will actually give me a way to access the inspection history, and I could schedule inspections from here if I wanted to. And it'll also offer links back to the permit and or the parcel that permit is listed on. So a wide range of search capabilities that you can use with the global search. Let me come back here to my inspection list search page. Just important to understand the difference between this search. This will only find inspections and they'll list those inspections here, where this will find anything that happens to be in the system. Next, I'd like to use my shortcut link here to navigate over to the inspection scheduler. Now, it's important to understand the inspection scheduler works a little bit differently than the list search in that it allows a centralized scheduler to schedule for a number of different inspectors. Let me demonstrate the inspection filters here, the inspector filters. You can actually click here on this box and select a number of inspectors. Say I wanted to compare 4 inspectors. I'll come down here and I'm going to click apply. And now I can actually see the schedules of 4 inspectors. Now I use the same search criteria over here to find the inspections that I'm looking for. When I hide my filters, now for example, I can see a whole bunch of created inspections. And if I want, I can take these and drag them right over here into the scheduler. And if I were to click on an area that was occupied on my schedule, I'm going to get the same inspection card you saw in the previous view, which will allow me to look at things like the parent details. I can come over here and actually result inspections. I can change the inspector. All of this we're going to get into as far as scheduling goes in a different video, but I just wanted to share with you a little bit about the inspection scheduler area of the software and just share with you that it's used a little bit differently than the inspection list search. All right, next I'm going to jump over to the inspector planner. And the inspector planner is an area where we can view an inspector's schedule for the day. One really nice thing about this area is that it's going to go right to the inspector that's logged in at the time. So you don't need to go in and find your schedule. It should just open right up to your schedule, unless of course you've changed your inspector filter. You can save your filter to look at whatever inspector you want to see when you first access this page. But in general, the idea is that it will open up to that particular inspector who's logged into the system first so they can take a look at their calendar. And then from here, they can do a number of things by right-clicking on the inspection. We've got a number of options here that we'll discuss in other videos. We want to make sure that we have fully described the different areas of the new software where inspectors and permit techs and other folks can manage their inspections for the workday. I should mention down here at the bottom we have the ability to pull up an inspection schedule, which is just a run sheet. So you can see here the inspector can produce this sheet. They can print it out, take it out in the field with them, and they can see their daily work. Okay, an inspection worksheet allows the inspector to print out a 1 page per inspection, which will give them an area where they can take notes down and sort. A lot of paper is used with these worksheets, but it's certainly something that's available for inspectors that may not have technology in the field. And additionally, I'll share with you the week view. When we click on week view, the nice thing about this feature is that it will always show you the business week, no matter what day you're on. So you'll notice today it happens to be a Wednesday, but the week view is going to show me the Sunday through Saturday always. The calendar doesn't start with Wednesday and go to Thursday, so inspectors here can then look at their week and have an idea. And other little things that they can do, drag and drop. And we'll talk about this in other videos, of course, but these week views are nice. A nice way to give the inspector a way to look at things by the week. The last item I'd like to share with you is this question mark icon. And by clicking on it, it's going to open up our New World ERP Help Central. This is an online portal that will show folks how to use individual pages of the new inspections module. So you can see here I'm on the Inspector Planner page. I clicked on Help and it opened it right up to the Inspector Planner page. Over here on the left within the table of contents, you can click on any number of items that will just help your end users maybe with some questions that they have about navigation or what certain fields do. Always a very helpful feature within the software is our help button, and again that's that question mark right over here. Please be sure to download the new Inspection Processing, System Administration, and Processing Guide. The guide includes color screenshots and offers a full spectrum of detail for system administrators setting up new inspections and for end users scheduling and resulting inspections. The guide was created with Microsoft Word for easy personal editing and is available for download on the Tyler Customer Portal. That will conclude our new inspections basic navigation and definitions tutorial within the Tyler Technologies New World ERP solution. Be sure to access all of the new inspections tutorials for more specific details.